Welcome to our new podcast, Journey to Success. If you're excited to learn powerful manifestation techniques, like, subscribe, and share. Today, we're diving deep into something pretty intriguing.
Oh, yeah.
The power of words.
Okay.
And how they can actually, influence our ability to manifest our dreams.
Interesting.
We're going to be exploring some insights from Dr. Joe Dispenza,
Okay.
shared by the Mind Insider YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's a fascinating look at how the words we use every day can really, help or hinder our efforts to create the reality that we want.
You're probably familiar with the law of attraction.
Right.
That idea that attracts, but have you ever considered how your words actually contribute to the energy you're putting out into the world?
It's true.
Dr. Dispenza really breaks this down,
He does.
explaining how manifestation is all about aligning our energy with what we want to attract.
It's about becoming a vibrational match
Yes.
for our desires.
And he points out that there are these seemingly harmless words we use all the time. That might be sending the wrong signals to the universe,
Exactly.
so to speak.
Yeah, he identifies 3 specific words that a lot of us use without even realizing the negative energy they might be carrying.
Okay, let's unpack this. The first word Dr. Dispenza calls out is,
Yeah.
I hope.
I hope
We've all said it, right?
all the time.
I hope I get that promotion. I hope they like me.
Right.
It seems harmless enough on the surface.
It does, but Dr. Dispenza suggests that I hope actually implies a sense of doubt, a lack of certainty, almost as if we're not quite worthy of receiving what we want.
He gives some really interesting examples.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine someone saying, I hope I find my soulmate, or I hope I become a millionaire. It almost feels like they're putting their desires out there, but with this underlying,
Yeah.
maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't kind of energy.
Exactly, and this is where it gets really fascinating.
Okay.
Dr. Dispenza explains that our words have a vibrational frequency. And when we say, I hope, it's like we're sending out this wishy-washy energy of uncertainty.
So instead of attracting what we want, we might actually be pushing it away.
That's the idea.
Wow.
It's like we're telling the universe we don't fully believe in our own ability to receive what we're asking for.
So what's the antidote to I hope? What does Dr. Dispenza suggest we say instead?
He recommends replacing I hope with a much more powerful phrase, I know.
I know. Now that has a completely different ring to it.
It does.
It's like you're claiming what you want.
Yes.
Stepping into a place of certainty.
Exactly. It's about shifting from a place of need and uncertainty to a place of self-belief and knowing.
Instead of, I hope I get that promotion, it becomes,
I know I'm getting that promotion.
I know I'm getting that promotion.
Right. And it's not just about the words themselves, but the feeling behind them.
Right.
When you say, I know, try to really feel that certainty in your body. Visualize yourself already having achieved what you desire.
If you're looking to manifest love, wealth, or happiness, check the description for powerful tools to help you reach your goals. It's about aligning your internal state with your desires and believing in your own power to manifest them. I'm already starting to see how these subtle shifts in language can make a big difference.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've tackled I hope.
Okay.
What's the next word on Dr. Dispenza's list?
This one might be a little tougher to swallow.
Oh.
He says the word I need
Okay.
can actually be a major manifestation blocker.
I need, but isn't stating our needs a good thing?
It can be.
Doesn't it help us clarify what we want?
It seems that way, but Dr. Dispenza explains that I need actually reinforces this feeling of lack and desperation, which ironically can repel the very things we're trying to attract.
Okay, that's interesting. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Think of it this way. When we say I need, it's like we're coming from a place of scarcity.
Okay.
Sending out a signal to the universe that we're incomplete without this thing we desire. Right.
And according to the law of attraction, we tend to attract more of whatever we're focusing on.
So if we're constantly focused on what we don't have, we're more likely to attract more lack into our lives.
Exactly. Dr. Dispenza actually uses a great analogy about personal relationships.
Okay.
He says if someone is overly needy and clingy, it tends to repel rather than attract.
It's true. People are generally drawn to those who are
Yeah.
self-assured and confident,
Right.
not those who appear desperate for something they lack.
Right. It's like that with manifestation, too.
Interesting.
When we come from a place of neediness, we're basically broadcasting that we're not whole or complete without this thing we're trying to manifest.
Yeah.
And that energy can actually push it further away.
So what's the solution? What should we say instead of I need?
Dr. Dispenza emphasizes the importance of shifting our focus
Okay.
from lack to gratitude.
Okay.
Instead of dwelling on what we don't have, he encourages us to appreciate what we do have.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. It's about cultivating an attitude of abundance rather than scarcity.
Exactly. And this shift in perspective can have a really powerful impact on our energy and our ability to manifest.
So instead of saying, I need more money,
Mm.
we could say, I am so grateful for the financial abundance I have in my life.
Precisely. Or instead of, I need to find a partner, you could say, I am grateful for the loving relationships I have in my life, and I'm open to attracting a romantic partner who is aligned with my values.
I love that.
Yeah.
It feels so much more empowering to focus on what we have rather than what we lack.
It really is.
And remember, gratitude isn't just about material things. It's about appreciating all the blessings in your life, big and small.
It's true.
The more we focus on what we're grateful for,
Yeah,
the more we attract those positive vibrations into our lives.
it's true.
This is really making me rethink how I phrase things.
Yeah.
It's amazing how these subtle shifts in language can have such a profound impact on our energy.
They really can.
Okay, we've covered I hope and I need. What's the third word Dr. Dispenza wants us to be mindful of?
He says the most negative word you can use
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to manifestation is I can't.
I can't. Wow, that seems like a pretty common phrase, though.
It is.
Don't we all use it from time to time?
We do, but Dr. Dispenza argues that it's incredibly limiting.
Okay.
Every time we say, I can't, we're essentially reinforcing our past negative experiences
Oh.
and closing the door on possibility.
It's like we're putting up this wall and saying, nope, this is as far as I go.
Yeah.
I'm not capable of anything more.
He uses some powerful examples
Oh, yeah.
to illustrate this point. He asks, what if Shakespeare had said, I can't write?
Or what if J.K. Rowling had said, I can't get published?
Right.
The world would be a very different place, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine all the incredible works of art, inventions,
Right.
and breakthroughs that we would have missed out on if people had simply accepted I can't as their reality.
It's a powerful reminder of how much power we have.
Right.
In our words,
Yes.
they can either limit us or liberate us.
And Dr. Dispenza isn't just talking about creative pursuits neither.
Okay.
He brings up examples of people like Oprah Winfrey and Steve Jobs,
Oh.
who both overcame incredible challenges to
Yeah.
achieve phenomenal success.
They didn't let their circumstances define them.
No, they didn't.
They believed in their ability to create a different reality for themselves,
Yeah.
even when faced with, like, seemingly insurmountable obstacles.
And that's what he's encouraging us to do,
Yeah.
to shift our language from I can't to I can, to step into our power and embrace the infinite possibilities that exist.
It's about challenging our limiting beliefs and opening ourselves up to what's possible, right?
Absolutely. It's about recognizing that we are all capable of achieving great things if we simply believe in ourselves and our ability to manifest our dreams.
So instead of, I can't start my own business, we would say,
I can create a successful
I
business.
create a successful business. And instead of, I can't write a book, you would say,
I can write a book.
I can write a book.
Yeah.
It's about shifting our mindset from limitation to possibility.
That's it.
This is so inspiring.
It is.
It's about remembering that we are powerful creators.
Yes.
And the universe is conspiring to help us bring our desires into reality.
Exactly. And it all starts with the words we choose to use.
Powerful stuff.
It is.
All right.
So
So we've explored these three powerful words that Dr. Dispenza suggests we ditch, I hope, I need, and I can't.
right.
And it's amazing how they can seem so harmless on the surface, but actually carry this underlying energy of doubt and lack.
Yeah, and we've talked about the importance of replacing them with, more empowering phrases like, I know, embracing gratitude and abundance, and I can.
Right.
But I think what's really fascinating here is how these word swaps actually play out in real life scenarios.
Yes, exactly.
How can we actively integrate them into our daily lives?
It's one thing to understand the concept, but how do we actually apply it when we're faced with those everyday situations
Yeah.
where we might normally fall back on those old thought patterns and ways of speaking?
Right. Well, let's say you're in a job interview for a position you really want.
Okay.
Instead of thinking, I hope they choose me, how could you rephrase that thought using what we've learned from Dr. Dispenza?
Okay, so instead of hoping, we'd step into that mindset of knowing and certainty.
Exactly.
So I might say something like, I know I am the perfect candidate for this position, and I'm confident in my ability to excel in this role.
Exactly. And it's not just about saying the words. Remember, it's about feeling the truth of them in your body.
Right.
Visualize yourself already in that role, succeeding and contributing your unique talents. Embody that energy of confidence and certainty.
What's so interesting here is that by shifting our language and our internal state, we're actually aligning ourselves vibrationally with the outcome that we desire.
Precisely. It's about becoming a magnet for our dream job, rather than passively hoping it will somehow land in our lap.
Okay, let's try another scenario.
Yeah.
Let's say you're feeling a bit financially stressed,
Okay.
and you catch yourself thinking, I need more money.
Uh-huh.
How would you reframe that thought?
Instead of focusing on the lack, we want to shift our attention to gratitude and abundance.
Okay.
So instead of, I need more money, you might say, I am so grateful for the money I have right now, and I am open to receiving even more abundance into my life.
It feels so much more empowering to approach it from that perspective.
It is.
Instead of feeling anxious about what you lack,
Yeah.
you're focusing on the good that's already present in your life.
And that feeling of gratitude can actually open you up to receiving more. It's like saying to the universe, hey, I appreciate what I have, and I'm ready for more.
If you're looking to manifest love, wealth, or happiness, check the description for powerful tools to help you reach your goals. Okay, I'm getting this.
Okay.
One more scenario.
Okay.
Let's say someone has always dreamed of writing a novel, but they keep telling themselves, I can't do it, I'm not a good writer.
Right.
What would Dr. Dispenza suggest they do?
He'd encourage them to replace the I can't with a powerful I can.
Yeah.
It might sound simple,
Yeah.
but the shift in energy is profound.
Right.
Instead of feeding that limiting belief, they could say, I can write a novel, I am creative, and I have a story to tell.
It's about silencing that inner critic and tapping into their potential.
And remember, it's not just about repeating the words, it's about taking action.
Right.
Maybe start by writing a page a day or joining a writing group.
Yeah.
Prove to yourself that you can do it one step at a time.
It's about shifting from a mindset of limitation to a mindset of possibility.
This raises an important question for all of us.
Oh.
What is one thing you've always wanted to do but told yourself, I can't?
That's such a great question for our listeners to ponder.
Yeah.
Maybe it's starting a business, traveling the world, or learning a new skill. Whatever it is, what would happen if you replace that I can't with I can?
Could that simple shift in language create a ripple effect in your reality, opening up new possibilities you hadn't even considered before?
I love that.
Yeah.
It's about remembering that we have more power than we often give ourselves credit for.
Exactly. Our words are powerful tools.
Hmm.
By choosing them consciously,
Right.
we can shape our reality.
This has been such a fascinating exploration of Dr. Dispenza's teachings.
It has.
It's so inspiring to realize that we're not just passive recipients of fate,
right.
but active creators of our own lives.
And that the universe is always supporting us in our journey of becoming the best versions of ourselves.
It's incredible how much power our words hold. You know,
It really is.
we've been unpacking Dr. Joe Dispenza's advice
Right.
to swap out seemingly small phrases like I hope, I need, and I can't
Right.
for ones that are much more empowering.
It's like we're upgrading our internal vocabulary, you know? Shifting our energy from doubt and lack to certainty and abundance, aligning it with what we truly desire.
Exactly. But as we wrap up our deep dive into Dr. Dispenza's teachings,
Yeah.
what are some practical steps our listeners can take to actually implement these changes in their own lives?
That's a great question.
It's one thing to grasp the concept,
Right.
but how do we bridge the gap between understanding and action?
The first step is awareness.
Okay.
Start paying attention to your own language patterns.
Okay.
How often do you catch yourself saying, I hope, I need, or I can't?
Right.
You might be surprised by how ingrained those phrases are in our everyday conversations.
It's like shining a light on those subconscious habits that might be holding us back without us even realizing it.
Once you become aware of these patterns, you can start consciously replacing them with the more empowering alternatives that we've discussed.
Okay.
So instead of, I hope I get that raise, try, I know I am deserving of a raise and I am confident it will come.
Or instead of, I need to find a new apartment, try, I am grateful for the roof over my head, and I am open to finding a new home that perfectly meets my needs.
And of course, instead of, I can't start my own business, try, I can create a successful business. I have the skills and the drive to make it happen.
It's about shifting our language from limitation to possibility.
It's important to remember that this is a process, It takes time to reprogram old thought patterns and language habits. So be patient with yourself and celebrate those small victories along the way. Each time you catch yourself using a disempowering phrase and consciously choose a more empowering one, you're rewiring your brain and aligning yourself with the reality you want to create.
Are there any other practical tips that you can share? Like, how can we make these changes stick?
Affirmations can be a powerful tool.
Okay.
Write down phrases that incorporate these new words and repeat them daily.
Right.
For example, you could write, I am worthy of abundance, or I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to.
Repeating these affirmations consistently can help to rewire your subconscious mind and align you with your desires.
And don't underestimate the power of visualization.
Oh.
See yourself living the life you want, using the words you want to manifest. Feel the emotions associated with that reality.
Right.
This helps to create a stronger, energetic imprint of your desires, making them more likely to manifest in your physical world.
So it's not just about the words themselves, but about aligning our thoughts, our feelings, and actions with what we want to create.
Exactly. It's about embodying the energy of what we desire. And Dr. Dispenza emphasizes this point. He reminds us that we're not just passive recipients of fate, but active creators of our reality.
That's such an empowering thought.
It is.
We have the power to choose our thoughts, our words, and ultimately our destiny.
This deep dive has really explored how powerful our words are, not just for manifestation, but for shaping our overall outlook on life.
It's a reminder to be mindful of our language and to choose words that uplift and empower us.
So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this final thought-provoking question.
Okay.
Inspired by Dr. Dispenza, what is one area of your life where you've been holding yourself back with negative self-talk? What is one dream you've been putting off because you told yourself, I can't?
Could replacing that phrase with I can shift your reality?
Yeah.
Could it open up doors you never thought possible?
We encourage you to explore that question and experiment with these word changes, observe the impact on your energy, and see what possibilities unfold.
If you enjoyed this episode, like, subscribe, and support us for more insights on manifesting your best life.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the power of words.
It's been a pleasure.
Remember, you are a powerful creator, and the universe is conspiring to help you manifest your dreams into reality.